What's up everybody, Simon here. Today I wanted to go ahead and do a video on cancel culture and how it affects any business owner out there. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. It seems like if you fall in this cancel culture environment that is out today, you're in trouble, and your company, your employees, and everybody will suffer. So before I get into this video, let's go ahead, hit that like button, hit it now, and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't hit the like button, I'm gonna be mad, very mad. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so the very latest victim of cancel culture, there's actually a few victims, I should say, but one notable one is Mike Lindell from MyPillow.
I'm tracking a story that's blowing up on social media. This morning, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is confirming his products have been dropped from several major retailers.
I don't have a MyPillow, don't know where I got my pillows from. This guy overcame a crack or cocaine addiction and built a company, and his net worth is somewhere around 300 million. He employs, from what I understand, thousands of people. The pillows are made in America.
MyPillow, a local company, employs a lot of people here.
All types of employees are at his company, all races, all ages, etc. Americans making an American product. But because this individual has shown his support for ex-President Donald Trump, a lot of stores dropped him big time. Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, Amazon, you name it, they all canceled him.
Lindell confirmed to KARE 11 that MyPillow was being dropped by several major retailers, including Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, and Wayfair. Lindell didn't comment on his Chaska-based company's future with these retailers, but the cancellation seems to be a permanent one.
No more MyPillow. They're saying the reason is because sales have been falling. I'm not sure if that's the case. Some have said they don't want to associate themselves with him because of his political viewpoints. Why would a good product that's made in the US be taken down for his opinion? What about his employees? What's going to happen to them? Is he going to have to lay them off? Those employees are counting on that income to feed their families, and they're all races and all ages. It doesn't matter who you are. When you go after a cancel culture of a company, you're affecting a lot of families, and I don't think people consider that. Cancel culture is here, folks, and it's taken over. Parler got canceled for not going with the political norm. Amazon dropped them from their web hosting service. Apple took them off the Apple Store.
Apple, as you may know by now, over the weekend, pulling the plug on Parler, saying the social networking platform violated policies of the App Store.
Google removed them from Android.
Big tech's free speech crackdown. Amazon Web Services dropping Parler from its cloud services late last night, following Google and Apple banning the app from their app stores. This coordinated move from big tech and social media could effectively take Parler offline permanently and run the company out of business.
It's happening. I mean, you can't have an opposing opinion. It sucks to say that. You can't have freedom of speech, which is an amendment right. That's what the country is based on. People get very upset. They start talking about cancel culture. They start talking about don't buy your product and so forth. The opposite to that is support culture. So MyPillow, for example, said that they were so busy selling pillows that they can't fulfill orders. So cancel culture is real. They try to cancel out Goya Foods. Do you guys remember that? The CEO of Goya Foods, his grandfather started Goya years and years, decades ago, and they built a business to $1 billion empire selling Latinx foods. He showed support for the Obama administration, then he showed support for the Trump administration, but when he showed support for the Trump administration, everybody threw their arms up and said, this guy's a traitor, don't buy Goya Foods. Restaurants and grocery outlets stopped carrying his brands.
Campaign to boycott Goya Foods after their CEO praised the president.
That's what my grandfather did. He came to this country to build, to grow, to prosper. And so we have an incredible builder, and we pray for our leadership, our president, and we pray for our country.
Well, as a result of that moment today, hashtag Goya Way is trending on Twitter.
And he was sold out as well. In fact, it got so funny. The CEO of Goya Foods named Ocasio-Cortez, whose real name is Sandy Cortez, as Employee of the Month because they've had the best month in sales after the cancel culture tried to take them out and everyone who supported them went around and Goya beans were sold out.
AOC named Employee of the Month earlier this year after she supported the boycott on Goya because CEO Bob Unanue praised President Trump after a roundtable at the White House with Hispanic leaders. Oh my gosh, how could he? But the boycott backfired and led to a counter-movement supporting Goya that saw sales increase by 1,000%.
Congrats to that company. Congrats to all their employees for keeping things moving. Gina Carano. She was an excellent actress on a hit series, Star Wars franchise called The Mandalorian. She was doing really well on that show. She's a beautiful looking woman. However, she made a comment about how today's viewpoints are very similar to what happened in the Holocaust.
Gina Carano will not be returning to The Mandalorian or the Star Wars galaxy amid backlash from a social media post the actress shared. On Wednesday, the hashtag Fire Gina Carano was trending online following an Instagram post from the actor implying that being a Republican today is like being Jewish during the Holocaust.
She posted on Instagram. It was a picture of a Jewish woman running away from Nazi soldiers. Okay, and here's what she wrote. Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Sad face, right? Sad emoji. And then it's a quote that says, because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
She compared that whole situation to today's political viewpoint where you cannot express your opinion, and if you do so, you will get attacked.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
Damn! Her comment was not well received by Disney. In fact, as soon as it leaked, she got fired and lost her job.
A Lucasfilm spokesperson has since said in a statement, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future.
Now, according to her and Ben Shapiro, they are going to do some type of show or educational thing to promote free speech. But that is an example of how you could lose your job. This is becoming what we're living in today. I feel like people are a lot softer. They're a lot more offended. Recently, for example, the daughter or granddaughter of who made the Lombardi trophy for the Super Bowl got offended because Tom Brady threw the Super Bowl trophy from one boat to another to Gronk. I think he made a completed pass again, which is great. I think Tom Brady's the GOAT, by the way. He threw this Lombardi trophy to another boat. Well, she thought it was disrespectful and upset and so forth.
I didn't sleep for the past 2 nights because of this. I was that upset. I personally would like an apology. Not just to me and my family and the other silversmiths, but to the fans.
That's part of cancel culture. People are getting upset, disrespected. You can hurt anyone's feelings just by not looking at them the right way.
I wish I wasn't born! You're stupid!
This is what we're living with. And as a business owner, an entrepreneur, or someone that works in corporate, you need to understand that you're walking on eggshells nowadays. And it's almost as if you have to disguise yourself on the public internet to avoid these type of situations that may cost you your job, which will cost you your income. So here's my tips and advice. If you're an entrepreneur or you work at a corporate environment, that's another dangerous one. One, don't share your experiences or your opinions from your private profile because you may offend someone.
How dare you?
And usually when you offend someone, they go the mile to try to find out who you are, report you, and so forth. Don't risk your family's income, your reputation on an opinion that may not fall in line with half the country. Don't do it. 2, make sure that your employees understand that you do not like discussing politics at work, especially if you have more than one employee or you have several employees with different opinions. Politics at work, politics among friends may not mix, and you may lose those co-workers' momentum to better your company. And in friendships, you will lose potentially a friend that could be a good friend regardless. I have a video that I put up discussing politics with friends and family. Check it out if you're interested. But it's always a good rule to not bring politics into the workforce or share or put your opinion on somebody. As much or as bad as that sounds, that freedom of speech is gone. So the third rule of all of this is don't post at all. Don't use social media at all. If you find, say, Twitter to be biased towards one political movement, don't use Twitter. If you find Instagram to be biased, don't use Instagram. Cancel culture to me is a disease. I don't think it's going away. I think people are going to get softer and weaker.
Could this year get any f***ing worse?
And it's because people in America have not, in my opinion, experienced some of the things that we see in third world countries.
He is the world's youngest dictator. Kim Jong-un has almost total control over what the world sees of North Korea and of what North Koreans see of the world. But there are undercover agents inside the country filming secretly to show what the regime is trying so hard to hide. Kim Jong-un is fighting against a digital revolution in which pop culture, not guns, might bring down his regime.
There's a reason, for example, Florida, people over there are from Cuba and they've experienced oppression. So when they came here to this country and realized how nice it is, they don't want that. They don't want cancel culture. They want to make sure they have the freedom to live their life to the fullest and provide for their family and so forth. So cancel culture, unfortunately, is not going away. People are getting softer, and I feel like it's just going to affect everybody's business. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about cancel culture. Is it something that's here to stay? Is it going to go away? What are your suggestions? How to avoid being dragged into this cancel culture phenomenon that's happening, that's affecting hardworking business owners, people that have built their business over years, that have supported many families through paychecks, healthcare, unemployment benefits, housing, etc. Having jobs that are created for them are being taken away because people are offended. Is it right or wrong? Tell me. And before I go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. As always, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys here in the next video.
I just want to say all you people are you're so f***ing stupid!
How dare you!